Gems, potions,
Please,
exotic
someone do
ingredients.
something.
I have them all.
Help!
Need a ride?
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Markarth.
Climb and back and we'll be off. It's almost getting downright hot now. Get up there.
All right.
Traveling to High Rock?
What gave it away? This rugged face or my tired gaze? Crossing those valleys will give you both. Ah, little blind girl and her clingy bodyguard, right? They're a couple now? Didn't seem to give that impression on their way here. Ah, I digress. Going to make a return journey through that rocky maze once I've got all the wares for my eager clients in the east, and I'm short of a bodyguard myself. The fool who escorted me here got himself lost in the wilds somewhere, staggering from the inn in a drunken stupor. Thought about tying him to the wagon until he came to his senses, yet ultimately, if you're going to put your life in someone's hands, then it better be someone you trust.
And you trust me? We've only just met.
All right. I'm desperate, you see. Happy now? I just need a body to take the hits in case we get into any trouble. Which we won't, of course. Don't worry, I'll be paid handsomely. That is, if you don't drop the venture halfway through and push through to the end.
Yeah, I'll jump on. Always wanted to see High Rock.
Don't want to blow the wind out of your sails, but this is the east of High Rock, worlds apart from the west. Don't want you to be getting any false impressions of us Breton folk from the, people you meet down there. There I go rambling again. Get aboard. New lands await. Hope you brought your own rug. That hardwood's gonna be a real pain later on. Don't get too comfortable though. Still need a blade ready for when the road gets rough. We're on the doorstep of the kingdom, yet the gods ordain that we stumble across trouble now. What a farce.
What happened here?
Those witchmen in the tower. They ambushed us when we were changing shifts. Won the divide. Get them to send men, please.
the maggot of the tears and here.
Look over there! The man's gasping for life! I'm not going any further until you find out what's going on.
Why don't you go look instead?
Hey now, I'm just a merchant! I try to avoid spilled blood. Besides, what else am I paying you for? No, friend. Not forsworn. Witchmen. Thought I told you about these devils already?
Must have forgotten.
Trust me, these aren't the type you want to be ignorant about. If you treat them like you would any common scoundrel hounding for your coin purse, then the next sight you'll be seeing is that of your gods. Bastards coat their blades and arrows with this vile poison. A resin so foul it can condemn giants to an agonizing death with nary a brush. Not sure how you came out of that alive, to be honest. You're tougher than you look.
I've faced worse.
Really? That's hard to believe. These scum are a whole new low for the Reachmen. Carving up man, woman, child and babe alike in their hideous rituals. Sadistic artists. How they play with the bodies they harvest and hoist them in that dense woodland north. Foul. Simply foul. Spoiled my mood. At least you've made it back. I was about to do one. Had you spent any longer up there? you shouldn't. The divide is within spitting distance. If you keep to the road, you should arrive there without harm. Unless you take a detour, that is. That's where my almighty prescience ends and the uncertainty begins. And as we know, ignorance pays. My clients are probably waiting with bated breath, taken long enough to get here already. I'll need to skip on any indulgences on that bridge and head straight to Arnima. However, you should speak with the governor up there, Morosa. Frumpy little woman, but don't tell her I said that. She'll normally be within the temple, sparing a prayer for our mutual mother.
Mutual mother?
Mara, you fool! If there's one god you should know in the Reach, then it's her. The people don't take kindly to those who know naught about her grace. I'll see you around, friend. Give my thanks to Morosa for keeping this road so safe.
And the clouds gather again. How futile. Your tears will not wash away the roots. The feast draws near, little ones.
Hold up. Haven't seen you up here before. What's your business? Witchman? Bloody Mara. Never thought they would get this close. Okay, you can go through to Morosa. Tell her everything. For the sake of the Reach. Keep safe. Spit it out.
Heard the news from Skyrim? They say that Ulfric was captured and killed.
He wasn't killed. A dragon came to rescue him.
A dragon? Fresh news for the hardy folk of the Divide. Horrific doom befalls the hamlet of Sabbath, torn to shreds by vile magic. It has been overtaken by death.
Sometimes I yearn for those simpler
Hey,
times.
new face, do me a favor, will you? Please, I'll make it worth the trouble.
What is it, beggar?
Nostalgia, sir. Nothing but.
Look, I need some gear, friend. Real fast, like. I'm willing to part with whatever gold I got here. If ya agree, that is. Just need you to give the rest of this pouch to a fella named Elrich, down in Arnima. He'll be festering with the rest of our ilk. You know, beggars.
Extolled rank, a mirror to the decadence of our capital, wouldn't you say? Not much virtue.
You've earned yourself a friend.
When coin brings a more
Anything you need, I mean anything, and I'll return the favor. Just don't go asking while my eyes are at the back of my head. That's my happy time.
In those words not be yours alone. One only needs to hear of our capital to share in your animosity. Our possession in the east should distract us from these miseries.
You wanted to speak of Mortarvane.
I've heard the news from the council that his seat in Anima may be put into question.
You heard correct, because he and his guards are demanding more gold from the merchants, while also becoming more aggressive. No better than thugs. And that little lord does nothing but encourage it. I despise that unsightly man. Every conversation with him is extremely unpleasant. His paranoia also makes it so we can't have any of our own in that town to keep an eye on him.
I have a missionary with the temple down there. He shares whispers with me on occasion. If you need consoling on this, you only need to ask. If I may beg my pardon, I shall return to servicing this temple.
Very well. Make a prayer that nothing terrible arises from this disorder.
Get on with
Have
it.
the gods listening in times like this.
Mirosa?
Have we arranged a meeting, or is it your intent to address nobility lacking proper decorum? Speak quickly, lest you rile my temper. Oh, a harbinger of grim news. Not the best first impression. Well, thank you for telling me in advance of my own guards. It was only a matter of time before they spilled further east.
I'm just the messenger.
Pardon the introduction, yet understand the need for it. We can't have any wandering yokel approach royalty like they're of the same stock. It's not good for the kingdom's image.
But
We'll have the guard there as soon as possible. But for you, are you interested in some coin? We need someone to talk to us.
What do you need done?
Yes, well, onto the matter. To the east of this bridge lies the town of Arnima, formerly Raven Spring, lest you run into a resident whose mind is stuck in bygone years. Can get confusing, much like everything else in this land. Within Arnima, you will find Jakos, who trains the scout detachment there. He's the only man that I somewhat trust, who's not completely beholden to his lord. Ask him about rumors. Tell him that I sent you. He should understand your intent. We've conducted affairs before. A simple nod from him will be more than enough information for you to infer. You don't need to know any further than that. Now, off you go. Earn a small fortune for yourself. I heard Evermore has many an opportunity to entertain your proclivities. On the stipulation of coin, mind you. Such coin that will be available on your return.
Stranger, fancy an extra blade to accompany you through the menagerie that is the Reach? Who said I'm not working for our mum as well? If it makes you feel any better, I spare a little prayer for every unfortunate bastard that happens to meet my axe. Besides, haven't you done just the same thing? Maybe poor of vision, but I ain't deaf. Always a spin, huh? Look, I ain't gonna knock you for earning a little extra coin. Not many other options to do so around the Reach. Though if you're ever feeling down and you need a rough pauldron to cry on, then I'm your man. Though I've got a little problem with my legs. You see, they can't move unless I rub 'em with some coin. Say, 500 septums, to be exact. So, will you help a poor old codger to walk again? All right then. Orcs and now even the dead come for us?
Don't worry. We'll find the bastard who did this.
Redguard thieves, bloodthirsty orcs, and now even the dead come for us?
Don't worry. We'll find the bastard who did this, and we'll feed him to the dogs. The souls of Sabbath won't be at peace until we do.
This realm just keeps getting bleaker by the day. Why do you think the gods have stopped answering our prayers?
What makes you think they were ever listening?
Sometimes I yearn for those simpler times, where a cold winter was the worst of our concerns. Returning to those days with a rake in hand.
Got something to say? Never seen you before, so I'll hazard a guess that you're new. The sheer state this town must be in for a newcomer to first remark on its poverty. If you're willing to stay a while longer, then you'll come to witness that some of us still retain our civility. Don't judge a book by its cover, they say. Wish that were completely true in our case.
I was sent by someone on the bridge to see if you needed help.
Got ourselves a spy. Could find yourself at the end of a rope, if you're lucky. Yeah, I know who you're talking of. Tell her that a helping hand is more than welcome. She'll get the gist. Before I forget myself as someone of meagre authority, take this letter as well. The seal is meant to keep prying fingers out, so she'll know if you start sticking your nose in.
Anything else?
What? Want to take me to dinner? Just make sure you get back to her safely. If you ever feel your safety compromised, make sure to leave no trace of that letter. That's all the blood that follows will be on your hands, not mine. Stay alert.
He can very well bring our town down with his if he doesn't come to his senses. I'll have to make word with Evermore's council to see what can be done. Your deeds are appreciated. Make yourself feel welcome atop our bridge. The head of the Imperial Embassy, Drugo, needs someone as disciplined as you. Make sure to pay them a visit. Seems they're going to make a push against the Orsimer who raised their outpost. Your help could make the difference. I hear the disdain behind your voice. I assume you have good reasons. Well, let's see. Ah, yes. A perfect opportunity to rid myself of this foul proposition. That wretched lord seeks an eager helper. However, the Imperials have a somewhat reliable legacy of keeping their assistants alive. I can't say the same for Mortifane. Pray for good fortune. You'll need it.
Those that dare steal from the nobility again should have kept your hands to yourself, Arnie.
Your lord is mad. You sons of bitches are doing me a favour. At least I won't suffer in this shithole any longer.
Another gutter rat!
Silence, criminal. You die as you lived.
Does your highness require my services?
Not often mercenaries come waltzing into my chamber.
Does your highness require my services?
Just 2 days ago, my guard butchered a small group of witchmen just outside the city walls. The first time in a while they've come this close. They butchered all but one that left for the hills deep within the valley, and by coincidence, a necklace of mine went missing.
Could you not just buy another?
Hearing you speak of such relics like they were common jewels makes me sick. This amulet is what keeps you in this town safe. I shouldn't become riled with naivety. Off you go, lest you forfeit the gold you desire and forgo the safety you'll have within my walls.
Spit it out.